Hey there. Today I'd be talking about Access database. Access is basically a relational database where different tables are related, and there are certain relationships that exist between those different tables. You could adjust those relations, and basically it's a filing system, and you can query data using SQL, and also you can make forms and report out of the database. So let's get started. The basic structure, we're going to make a blank desktop database. There you go. And this is a table. The system that I'm going to be making in this tutorial is going to be a student system, whereby we will assign different classes to them, and we would also query data in the form of reports. All right. Let's get started. This is a simple table, and I'd like to click to add. My first column is ID, which is an auto number. Afterwards, I will add a short text field, and I would name it, or rather, student name. After that, I would like to enlist his email ID. And afterwards I would like to mention, or rather, instead of this field, I would like to make a lookup field where I will give options in that field in order to fill it. There I go. This is lookup in relationship. I will select the value. I will type in the value that I want, or rather, I would add another table where I will keep all of my courses. Alright, it's going to be table 2. Table 2 will be named courses. Okay, I have the ID field, and the second field will be course name, and the last field would be description. Alright, table 1, I'd like to enter what type of course I have. I will type in the value. I want the lookup field to get the values from another table. That would be courses. Yes, next. And I will add the ID field. The course name description is not important for me while I'm going to be selecting, therefore I will leave it out. Next. I sort it using the ID. And next. Okay, there you go. I will keep the ID field hidden. I don't want to display the data in that field. Doesn't matter. Next. Again, I will write the name courses for the column name. Okay. I'll save this table by the name of students. And there you go, courses. And as you can see, there are no options at the moment. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to create forms for this simple table. There I go. ID could be much smaller, and rather it's much better if I went here into range, and I would say split horizontally. Good enough. Student name, good enough. Email ID, or rather keep it as it is. Course name could be shorter, or keep it as it is. It's much better. Okay. Now I will go into the properties of courses. There I go. And I'd like to make another form for student. Okay. Click on student table. Going to create form. Pardon me. No. Close. Yes. Okay. It's a form. Okay. I'll close the student and create based on this table a new form. Wait, I have to click on courses. Okay, I want to make a form of for that table. I'll enter form, and basically it's showing me the sub table. Okay, it's also called sub table or data sheet. I'll go into more. Sub data sheet is not available at the moment, but I don't want to show this, so I will click here and delete. Good enough, but the thing is I just make a formatting for this table. Make this much smaller. There you go. There you go. And that's it. ID could be much smaller, so I will split horizontally. Save courses. The form is saved. Okay, close. I will have to go back into student and I will have to enter the courses. But the thing is that I want it to be automatic, and if I don't find anything that I want inside this column, I can add it. Alright, I'll scroll down. It's much better if you could go to format, or even, yeah, it's data. Limit to list, yes. Allow list value edits, no. So if I want to add new items into the list, I will go into list item edit form, which I've created already as courses, and that's it. Go into form view, student name, test, email ID, whatever. You can also input some data validation. That is an advanced concept at the moment. I don't have any courses at the moment, so I will have to add new courses. Okay, so this opens. Also, I can do one thing. Go into layout view. Or yeah, at the moment this is only default way. Okay, this is my database. I will save it into .exe format. Therefore my user, he cannot access any of the tables, and he will only be seeing the reports, and other than that he can only see the forms. Okay, so in this form I need to add courses. Okay, here I go. Course name, let's say course 1. Description is whatever you want to enter here. Next, 2, course 2. Next, course 3, so on. Okay, so this is enough for me. I'll save and close, and at the moment I got all of the options for course 1, course 2, whatever it is. Test 2, 3, 4, blah blah blah. I can also enforce the values to be mandatory. For that, there are two ways. I can enforce it on the form itself, or it's a better practice to enforce it on the table. There I go, fields. I'd select this field and I would say this is required, and the student name is unique. Alright, close this, go back into student. Let's add a new one, a new record actually. Let's try to check our values. Test 2 and course whatever it was, or rather in order to check, there you go. It's saying that you have to enter this value in order to move on. Next. Okay, I have first user test 1, I guess. No. I think it was only test. Yes, there you go. Because the value that I entered is already present in the table, therefore it won't let me enter another unique same value. It has to be unique. Alright, just bypass it using 2. Next, there you go. Okay, so the forms are working at the moment. We can also make a home page for that. But the other thing is that I want to retrieve this data for management usage or something. And what I have to do is I will make a report based on these 2 tables. Alright, I'll go into report, rather I will just click on student, or it's much better to create a query. Okay, let's just make a query design, use both of these tables. Add, there exists a relationship between the courses and the course ID in the table, other table. This is the primary key, it's linked to this column courses. It's looking up the value. Okay, so what I will do is I will enter this asterisk and try to run the table. There you go. I've got all of the information here. And close. Yes, I want to save it as with the name of report. Okay, there is no programming skill required for an Access database. It's really simple. I will create a report based on this query. There you go. This is a simple report. Here it is. I will also show you a simple interface on how to show all of this data for your users. These are the courses. Course ID, I actually don't want that. I delete that. Course name is important for me, rather it's already given, so not a big deal. Description is something that I want for the course. Yes, it's my requirement, the requirement of my end users, so I will give them that requirement. There you go. Simple as it is. Move this at the end, align all of the limits. There you go. Report view. As you can see, this is a final report and it's giving me all of the data that is contained in my report, in my database. Okay, some things need to be cleaned out. This is just ID or serial number. Voila. Close. Yes. Now there are a lot of things that I have left out, but I mean this is just a basic introduction, therefore it's really important to put all of this information and these basic concepts are really important. Okay, cancel, right, below, and that's about it. Put another button, and so I will edit that later. Put another button. The first one is for forms and the last one is for the report. Cancel. Right here, student record, enlarge it, and here I write courses. Pardon me for that. And at the end I would have a report. There you go. Alright, I have to link them. Build event, macro builder. Alright, there you go. Select open form. Form name would be students. View form, exactly. Filter name where condition is nothing. Data mode, edit. Yes, I would like to edit it. Rather, I would like to add Windows mode, dialog. Save, close. The other one as well should be the same. Okay. Open form. Form name would be students. Data mode would be edit, and also I need to make it as a dialog. Save and close. Report will do the same steps, but the macro command is going to be different. Open report. Report name would be report. Exactly, I don't have any other reports in my database, and I want to open it as a normal sheet. Okay, close. There you go. Form 1. Save. I can add some graphics to it. Okay. Home page. Okay. And close. Okay. There is some error here. Home page. Alright. I'll go into File, Options, Current Database, Display Form. Which form do I want to display? This is home page. Okay. Alright, I'll have to close it and open again. So just save this. Save as. Okay. To my desktop. There you go. Enable content. Save. Close. Open it back again. This is database 21. There you go. Now whenever I'm going to open it, okay, I'll also show you how to save it as an exe file for the end user. Save as. There is option to save it as an exe file. Okay. File will be compiled into executable only file. Make ACCDA. Save as. Desktop. Student records. Alright, close it. And where is my database? There it is. Let's see how it's working. Okay, no problem. Open. Now the thing is, I'm still able to see my tables and stuff like that. The other thing that I can do is I can hide all of these things. I will hide everything in my navigation pane. Close this. And when I'm running this, okay, I cannot edit anything, right? Except the tables. I'll give this file to my end user, and he will be using it. He won't be able to change any of the data in it or edit any of the forms. Student record. There you go. Student name will be, let's say, John. Email ID john@gmail.com. Courses. Oh, well, he doesn't have that course, so he's taking algebra, right? Or whatever, basically. Save and course. There you go, algebra. And next. I can also go into courses and directly add new courses here. I have 4 values and I can add more. And at the end I'll get the reports. There you go. I can either print it, Control P. Okay, if I want to print, I can easily print preview, and I'd go into print and it will give me a nice report. And that's about it. You can also make some charts. I will be talking about SharePoint Access database. You can host your Access databases on the internet for your company, and also we would be talking about some SharePoint stuff in the next video. I hope that you like this basic introduction. If you have any queries, I would also, if the users demand or they like this, I can also make a video with advanced concepts. Alright, well, thank you for seeing this video, and as always, take care.